Welcome, Taurus. This is your weekly Teroscope reading for October the 12th through to the 18th, 2015. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly. And before we get to these fabulous cards, and they are fabulous, let me take a moment to thank you for your likes, your shares, your favorites, for all the support, all the love you send my way each and every day. So truly, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. Now let's get to you, because we start with justice, and this is all about demanding that balance and seeing that balance to go forward in your path, okay? It's like you are at this point on your path where you are looking at your balance, looking at what gives you balance, where your balance is, what is out of balance still. Okay, it's very much, it could be emotion, because I'm kind of pulled towards the water there. And the water isn't disruptive or anything, so it's going with the flow. It's maybe tapping into your inner feelings a little bit more, tapping into you, what's good for you, what brings you balance, not everybody else. Okay, so I think it's more of a me week rather than looking at how you can be of service to everybody else in the world. And of course, that's important. But I think in order for you to be able to give service to the world in any way that you desire to do that, you first have to be strong. You first have to be capable in your own world before you can go out and make other people's worlds better as well. So definitely it's about balance. Definitely it's about, it's justice. It may be putting your foot down a little bit on what needs to be in your life in order to have that balance. I think that balance is very important to you this week. Now, we have the Ten of Swords and the King of Pentacles here. The Ten of Swords is very much about all those lessons that you have learned on your path in order to be at this place and time in your life. Okay, now everybody gets terrified when they see this card. And it being your first card of the week, says that you are going to probably start out the week. Well, it's with the King of Pentacles. So I think you are going to start out the week, you've come through the fire, so to speak. Okay, this is a representation of your sorrows, your sadness, your tears, your hurdles that you had to jump. Sometimes the road was completely washed away, or your path was completely washed away, or at least you felt like it, and you had to reroute. It's those feelings of one step forwards and two steps back. And what happens in those times in our lives when it's great struggle and it's great conflict is we learn, we gain wisdom. And we've been through it. And this is saying now that you have the wisdom, you can go forward and become the King of Pentacles. You can have the abundance, the happiness in your life. So this is a lot of times health and well-being. This is a lot of times finances. So I would have to say, based on your wisdom and based on your personal path, look at perhaps your finances going forward. This would be a great week to look at your budget. So find the balance of your spending and your saving. Okay. This could be health and well-being, and looking at your routine and knowing that certain things have not worked in your life the way you wanted them to work. And it could be just tweaking your routine in some way, making some health choices. And I can't ignore that he is wearing a crown of a fertile plant growing. Okay, so it is maybe thinking outside the box a little bit this week, coming up with some new ideas, those aha moments, epiphanies. I would have to say epiphanies is in here. We also have right next to that the Nine of Cups, which is your wish card. And next to your Nine of Cups is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is where you could step into your dreams. You could step into your wants. You can step into what you want to manifest going down the road. This is a week when you can actually close some doors behind you in order to allow those new doors to open in your life. But I think there needs to be a focus. Okay, because the Seven of Cups can say that everything is kind of grabbing your focus, and you really need to focus on what's the most important things. So what things bring in balance in your life? What things throw you off balance? What things make you feel emotionally sound? What things make you feel like there's chaos happening all around you? And what parts of that can you control? What parts of that can you bring into being the anchor in your life? Okay, the Seven of Cups is very much having our eye on just too many things. It's like a kid in the candy store, right? Everything looks good. So it's narrowing it down on which piece of candy you want. Because when you have the Nine of Cups, which is your wish card here, it talks about stepping into some, especially with the Wheel of Fortune, stepping into some new beginnings of what you want, of what you desire, of what will make you happy in life. And with this card immediately prior to it, it's about your ideas, your fresh ideas, your new ideas, the new ways that you are looking at things, the new ways you are looking at your life, your routine, your finances. And I think you will get aha moments. I think you will get epiphanies on how to go forward. Knight of Wands is your final card here, and this is very much a protection card. One, it's gratitude, okay? I almost see this knight as he's rode so much of his path. So he's at a certain place in time in the path as you are. And he stops and he reflects. And that's very much what the Justice card was asking us to do, right? To stop and reflect and look at what we have. Now, with this card, it's more of a gratitude card of looking around and saying, I have this because I've gone through this. I now know this because of this. And it's kind of taking stock of your knowledge, of your strength. And we have that with this card, right? And that's your shield of strength. That's your wisdom. That's what's going to protect you and propel you and empower you forward. So part of this card is to be grateful for all that you have been through. Even the rocky, chaotic moments in your life. Be thankful that they happened because they gave you a wisdom. And if nothing else, it showed you what you did not want in your life. And sometimes we need to know what we don't want in our life so that we can focus in on what we do want in our life. The second part of this card, I think, is just before that knight mounts the horse and goes riding off into the sunrise. He asks for protection. So ask for a beautiful divine light to surround you every day, that your path is straight, that only good ends up on your path and you meet only good on your path going forward. I think that's very powerful to have, almost, if you could do a small prayer every morning or a small meditation every morning where you give thanks for what you do have and then ask for the protection going forward into the day, I think that you'll be amazed at how beautifully things come together for you this week. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.